Well, today is the 5th of July. I hope you had a great American Independence Day yesterday. Some Hollywood stars, they felt that they didn't want to celebrate and they just went out there on Twitter and other forms of social media and just cringed the night away. But enough about Jessica Chastain. Let's talk about Disney today because I love a good roasting of Disney. And we have it here courtesy of Tim the Toolman Taylor. Obviously, it's Tim Allen, but I'm always associating him with that great character back in the 90s. So, Lightyear. You remember all the brouhaha about that movie? We're going to get a Buzz Lightyear movie, but then fart of all farts, it was going to be voiced by Chris Evans. Made no sense in terms of character continuity. Well, Tim Allen has come out and he has attacked the very same film that he was meant to be the star of some years ago. So this article from Bounding Into Comics, Lightyear is currently on pace to be a massive box office failure for Disney and Pixar this year. Going into its third week at the box office, the film has yet to recoup its $200 million plus production budget, making it poised to lose well over
$100 billion.
Tim Allen, who was replaced as the voice of Buzz Lightyear by MCU actor Chris Evans, has finally shared his thoughts about the film and why he did not return to voice the character in the first place. During an interview with Extra, Allen said the Toy Story prequel film is completely different from the original films that he voiced. The short answer is, I've stayed out of this because it has nothing to do with my character. We talked about this many years ago, but the big brass that did the first 4 movies is not this. This is a whole new team that really had nothing to do with the first movies, which they ignored. That's probably what he meant to say. Allen continued. He would go on to explain how despite being a Lightyear solo film, there wasn't any audience connection to the character in his own movie. There's really no Toy Story Buzz without Woody. It just doesn't seem to have any connection to the toy. It has no relationship to Buzz. It's just no connection. I wish there was a better connection. Allen commented at one point he thought that the film was going to be a live-action movie, but plans changed in development. Disney has made a series of mistakes that led to a majority of its family-friendly audience staying away from the movie theaters to see the film. Of course, they made a big fuss about this lesbian kiss in the film, which was removed but then reinstated because Bob Chapek and other idiots just bowed down to complete loonies out there who say, we want this, we want this. The same people, by the way, who won't go and watch the film, they just go and sit back in the corner of their caves and just let everything play out. Like, none of us are going to say anything about it. So the one thing I would say about this as well, if you're stepping into the shoes of a very iconic role, say James Bond, take that for example. Now, every other actor who's played James Bond will consult the former actor and just get some tips off them, you know, what's it going to be like being in bed with a beautiful woman, what's it like to run in really expensive shoes, tearing up suits, all these kind of things you want to know, right? But in the case of a Lightyear animated movie, Chris Evans could have done the decent thing, picked up the phone, called Tim Allen and said, look, I've been asked to voice this iconic character of yours. I don't think I should do it, man. This character is yours. You haven't given up the role publicly. That would have been the best thing to do. Now, would this film have made more money if Allen was at the helm? Probably not, because at the end of the day, if you're just going to be shoving in all the messages, all the identity, everything that people don't want to see in the entertainment, of course you're going to drive them away. Now, it does leave the book open for one more Santa Claus movie from Tim Allen this year, and I'm kind of wondering where they're going to go in that direction, because if you saw that live action cringe trailer for Pinocchio, the ballet dancer, the fairy godmother at the end, I will say no more about that one. I wonder if Disney will go down that route, because it would not surprise me. Of course, the Santa Claus taking over, if they are indeed taking over, will be a proud female. But of course, if she looks anything like this, then I'm going to be ahead of the queue for the brand new Santa Claus film. But have I finished this video yet? No, I haven't.
Well, space fans, exciting news, huh? And there's even more in part 2.
Hello, this is your television speaking.
Let's push the button marked idiot and see what comes out.
The $5,000 Star Wars cocktail, which you can only buy at the Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser, droids, dweebs, Ewoks, the whole like. That's the core audience who might be watching this video right now. And as the Mary Sue have said here, this cocktail will make the Disney cruise feel like a real-life Canto Bite in the worst possible way. I mean, can you believe that already you're paying $6,000 for 4 people for 2 nights and is it 2 days and 2 nights? It's just awful. It really is absolutely awful. Now, if you're going over to Twitter, the post is right here. The most expensive drink in the galaxy. The Star Wars Hyperspace Lounge on the Disney Wish has a $5,000 Kyber Crystal drink. And this video here, we'll play this video and just see what all the fuss is about. Here we go. Oh my god, my bowels are exploding. What?
Cheers and welcome on board the Disney Wish.
That's the size of the drink. Are you shitting me? That can't be right. Am I mad? Did I just see that? Oh no. 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 Look at that. My ding dong's bigger than that drink. What the hell? Now, of course, I had to comment about this particular video. With every $5,000 purchase, Disney will use the proceeds for their Jeffrey Epstein hideaway. Of course, that's the one thing you probably won't hear about. I'm willing to bet, and I like to be conspiratorial like this, Disney has its own secret hideaway, Pedo Island. So, so the fact that they're charging for these extraordinarily extortionate prices for a drink. I mean, what is this drink meant to do? Is it meant to send you back to heaven and earth again? I have no idea. I mean, I can just go down to my local bar or off license, buy maybe 3 or 4 drinks, mix them all together and get the same experience. And what did I pay for that? Probably about $25. But this is $5,000 for the out of this world experience for this ridiculous cocktail. Now, what they should do, they should actually send a mystery shopper bartender in there, someone who knows their shit and, you know, samples the drink, knows what's gone into it, and then maybe make a video exposing just how bad this practice actually is. Honestly, Disney, they don't seem to be ashamed of themselves. They're just throwing everything into the gutter right now, and it's great that people like me don't have to watch their stuff on their platform and paying for it. I did that enough last year. I just download the stuff illegally, watch it, and just delete it off my hard drives afterwards. I don't want that shit lying around on my computer. But in the next couple of days, I'm going to be bringing you a video about the Terminal List, Chris Pratt's new series on Amazon Prime. I'm on episode 4 so far, and I've got to tell you, man, I wasn't expecting this show to be this great. I mean, it's Jack Reacher levels of goodness. It really is. I can't say that much more about it at the moment, but I am going to film a video hopefully tomorrow, and then will maybe get released tomorrow or Thursday. But wowee, man. That show is just killing it. So folks, if you enjoyed this video today, make sure you leave a like below. Make sure you slap that subscribe button like it's Bob Chapek's face. And I'll see you, if you are me, on the next video. Or should that be see you next Tuesday?